August 30th, 2014, from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia, was number 7 ranked UCLA Bruins versus the Virginia Cavaliers. The Bruins got out to an early lead in this one, as Ishmael Adams had a 20-yard interception for a pick six as he took it all the way back to the house for the touchdown to put the Bruins up 7-0. Ian Fry got the Cavaliers on the board with a 35-yard field goal minutes later, and it was now 7-3 as Virginia trailed by 4. But then UCLA started to put some points on the board as they continued to score with their defense, as Randall Goforth had a 25-yard fumble return that made it 14-3, and then Kendricks had a 37-yard interception return to make it 21-3. So the Bruins defense is just deadly. They score points from turnovers. They take advantage of those turnovers that they cause. 2 interceptions resulted in pick six, and a fumble resulted in a 75-yard return for a touchdown. And that combined made it 21-3, and all that happened in the second quarter of this game, as it was 0-0 going into the second quarter. No one scored in the first, but then with less than a minute left before halftime, Andre LeBron had a 29-yard pass reception for a touchdown from Matt Johns, and that cut the lead to 11, as it was now 21-10 going into halftime with UCLA on top. Then in the third quarter, Darius Jennings caught Matt Johns' second touchdown pass of the game. It was now a 4-point game at 21-17. So Matt Johns with a pair of touchdown passes, one at the end of the first half and one near the beginning of the second half. Darius Jennings on the receiving end of this one. But then UCLA had a 6-yard run from Brett Hundley, who made it 28-17 as he scored the touchdown to put the Bruins back up by 11. Then in the fourth quarter, the Cavaliers managed to get a field goal from Ian Fry, a 27-yarder, and that made it an 8-point game, which is one possession. So it was now 28-20, but UCLA would hold on to win just narrowly, as they had a very close call in Virginia against the Cavaliers. But the Bruins come out victorious as they win this one with the final score 28-20. And Brett Hundley was 20 for 33 through the air for 242 passing yards. He also had 39 yards rushing and a touchdown on the ground. Matt Johns was looking good for the Cavaliers as he came in after Lambert had thrown a couple interceptions, and Johns came in and threw a couple of touchdowns and made it a game. Jordan Payton was the leading receiver for the Bruins with 98 yards off of 8 receptions. Of course, the pair of interceptions for the Bruins, both resulting in pick sixes, as Kendricks and Ishmael Adams both came up huge, and not to mention that fumble return. This was the big 75-yard fumble return by Randall Goforth. So the defense comes up huge, and the defense really put almost all the points except for that one touchdown from Brett Hundley when he took it in himself, that 6-yard run. But the Cavaliers got outscored by the defense, but otherwise they actually did outscore the Bruins offense. But it's a combination, it's a team sport, it's offense and defense, and that's how the Bruins got the victory. And they managed to come away with this one, and we'll see how their ranking is effective as they've struggled to win this game just as did Florida State, as we saw 2 top 10 teams almost lose late in their games.